سلام جیلی خانوم چطوری؟
خوبم مرسی شما خوبی؟
I'm good, especially to be speaking with you. This is Suara with the Nerds of Color, speaking with Jaylee Hamidi, who is an amazing Chinese, Kurdish, Iranian actor, and now you have a starring role on uh, How to Die Alone, the new show on Hulu, Natasha Rothwell's new series, and just pirozbe, congratulations
Oh,
on the series.
خیلی ممنون مرسی. I'm so excited and yeah, I'm so excited to be chatting with you.
I know this is the first time I'm interviewing anyone Kurdish for anything in Western media. So like this is amazing. We're coming so far. So
We
yeah,
are.
the show is so good, and I'm curious just about the overall process of getting on the show and working with Natasha and Hulu and the Honest Collective. And also, how did you and Natasha meet? I think that you were like selected by her for the show. Do I have that correct?
Yeah, it was a whirlwind. It was amazing. So I had the self-tape invitation come in and I saw Natasha Rothwell was attached and I was already such an admirer of her work and then to see that she had created it and it was something that she had put her heart and soul in. It was so evident in the pilot. It was so hilarious and I was just so excited to just audition for it. And then a few days later I found out I was in the mix for it and I was like, oh my god, I'm in the mix, like, and then found out that I booked it and it was just each moment I was like, this is so wild, like I'm gonna work with Natasha Rothwell and on something that she has made that is just so poignant and so beautiful. It's so self-reflective. So it was so excited. And yeah, she hand selected. She's, not only the creator as the writer and starring in it, she is co-show running and co-executive producer. So she's in charge of everything, running that ship alongside Vera Santa Maria. And I'm so grateful that she felt like I could bring her Allie to life.
Well, mashallah, Mubarak. We're just so proud of you, us Kurds and Iranians out there. You're doing us as well as East Asian communities so proud and just mashallah. We're just so happy for you. I can't express that
Oh,
enough.
thank you so much. Don't make me cry.
You can tell from the very title of this show. Actually, to go back a little bit, Natasha's work, I first saw her in Insecure, Issa Rae's great HBO show, and how that really delved into the lives, day-to-day lives of Black women and sort of existentialism of just daily life. And you very much see that in How to Die Alone. From its very title, it hones in on our feelings of loneliness and desire in our everyday lives through Natasha's character Mel's, as well as yours, Allie, and others. So, just how do you think Natasha and the writers have done that? What do you think they've done that makes How to Die Alone a standout in the dramedy genre, as it were?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think they don't try to put it in a pretty package or a bow. It's very real. It showcases how messy people are at the heart of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and how beautiful the light and the dark is. And they do a fantastic job of getting the audience warmed up with the comedy so that they're receptive to those deep moments and messages that they're trying to convey, where we are all lonely, we are all trying to figure it out, and sometimes you got to do that hard work by yourself so that you can get the right people in your life to support you for the rest of your journey.
Yeah, and it's just done so well in each episode. And it's like giving you that emotional wallop while still having that like pillow of comedy, which feels great.
Oh,
So,
totally.
yeah, yeah. So, how do you feel like your character, Allie, in their life experiences relates to Mel and what she's going through on the show?
Well, Allie is similarly on a journey of self-discovery and self-love. So as the two of them meet, they really bond over this discovery and learning what way they can live their lives as authentically as they possibly can through making mistakes naturally, but learning to ask for what they need, what they want, and not settling for anyone or anything else. Allie has recently come out of a divorce with her husband as she has realized she's pansexual and is now exploring this identity, which is really hard at any age for any queer person to come out. but also especially later on in life when you've set up this identity, your family, your friends, everyone else has this identity, and you're like, actually, that's not me. How much bravery and courage that takes, but it's so worth it to, again, life is short, so you gotta just live that life, take that leap of the life that you truly see for yourself. So Melissa is in that same way, being like, I'm not living the life that I want to live, and how do I be this phenomenal woman that I see myself and dream to be?
I really hope we see more of Allie throughout the show. There's such a great character. And you saying that now, I can imagine that's partially your own experience as you are a non-binary and, as I understand it, bisexual person. So that's so important in our communities to see that more represented. And again, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. I came out as queer later on a little bit in life, and I identify as pansexual, and I think that it's really important to just take that scary leap, especially to see that represented on screen. It was such a dream to be a part of this project because we don't see queer people of color living these dynamic, authentic lives on screen. So yeah, it's a dream. It's a dream.
Wallah Akharin. We're just so proud of you. By the way, I noticed on the show Allie wearing a Nazar necklace, the evil eye. I mean, I couldn't help but think that was just a callback to your own heritage and wanting to represent that.
There has been so much synchronicity on this show, and I am so grateful again because, with my character going through such similar journeys and having such a similar style of perspective on the world, and then also working with Natasha, but also working with Kristen. I mean, the amazing team of writers on board, but Kristen, like, she had a wiener dog. I've got a wiener dog. My character has a wiener dog. And she wrote that specifically into the script. Christina, the wardrobe costume designer, was incredible. It was such a collaborative process. And yes, it was just like she would pull like the Nazar necklace out. And I was like, yes, 100%, and it was just building and building on these layers of just such a wonderful community of creative, like-minded individuals that were committed to telling the story and showcasing the beauty of these characters.
It's just so wonderful to see. I mean, we
Yeah.
hear that behind the scenes and in front of you get that. So, on a more broad scope, talking about our identities, you know, I feel like in general, the landscape for Swana people, from all across the region, it's getting better. We're having some, you know, forays into film and TV, but yeah, do you think the landscape is getting better? And even as the industry has been going through so much tumult, as we've observed in the past few years?
It is getting better insofar that people like Natasha, like Taika Waititi, like Vera Santa Maria, these storytellers, even Martin Scorsese as of late, are committed to telling authentic stories that are from the voices and perspectives of those stories that need to be told, and committed to showcasing these voices and these talents. And so I think the industry can only and has only gotten as far as it has by people using their platforms, in the sense their creative power, to put and prioritize these voices at the forefront. And it is incredible to see. I mean, last night Shogun made history on so many different levels at the Emmys. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it. And, with Lisa Colon, she, like, winning her first Emmy. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And these things continue to open up doors for more of us. So I think that, yes, we're getting better, but we got a long way to go. But the only way to get there is if we do it together. And yeah.
1000%, we have to be there for each other. And speaking of that, we talk about like Swana representation and broad aspect, which is getting better, but specifically for our people, Kurds,
Yeah.
as I understand it, your father is Kurdish Iranian, and we're just like, I've never seen anyone in Western media specifically who's Kurdish. Um, much less played actually by a Kurd if they ever are. They happen to be some militant or something randomly. Um, so this was amazing to see. I'm so proud. Kurdish
Same.
community is so proud of you. And just how does it feel, to know like, as a Kurd, as an Iranian person as well, thankfully we're seeing more Iranians in media, but we still need more. Just how does it feel for you with those aspects of your identity that you are of the first?
It's incredibly surreal. I know that my dad is smiling down from me, like down at me from where he is in the universe, and it feels very healing to do this because I lost my dad a few months before I found out that I booked this show, and so this show was healing in a multitude of ways. Of one, booking something of this caliber, and as in terms of representative excellence of BIPOC ferocity that we have, um, but also, yes, just being Kurdish and being Iranian and being Chinese and representing the diasporas that we are, and getting to play characters that are not just a checklist. Like, this is like that your identity is not why you get to play the character, and this is what we mean by having representative characters living authentically on screen, is so that little me can look on screen and be like, oh my God, like, she looks like me, not because of anything else. And I can just do that. I can go be that. And I think it's so important. Like, it shapes kids' identities of what they can be valued for and empowered for. And it is a full circle moment to be able to have the opportunity to hopefully foster some dialogue that will open doors for more Kurdish kids, more mixed race kids that often feel like they are hovering this weird in between of not enough or too much of one or the other. And yeah, I'm really excited for them. I'm really excited.
And we're just so excited for you with this show and where else you're going to go. Jaylee Hamidi, congratulations again. Thank you so, so much for sitting with the Nerds of Color today. And again, congratulations. We're just so happy for you.
Muchas like, merci. I'm so, so grateful to take the time. I was so stoked when I saw you and my Kurdish brother. And
Yes.
yes, I'm so grateful.
Merci, merci. Zor spas, as we say also in Kurdish.
Yes.
Yes.
Lectures, fanboys, professional artists, and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The hard knock